Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. We're live from the Arden Street Oval. This is the round 11 match between North Melbourne and St Kilda. Top 8 spots are up for grabs, and if you're on the outside looking in, then you simply must, at some point, beat someone higher on the ladder. Now it's time for the players to take to the field. I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Pleasure to be here, Hutto.
I'm going with the Saints.
They look a very good side and are certainly capable of kicking big scores. This is a match they should win, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them run away with it.
We'll see if you're right, Harf. Thank you. Time for some last-minute instructions as the captains meet in the middle. You can feel the excitement around the ground. It's been building steadily. Sherry got his palm to it. Powell. They've given it back. Throws it on the boot. Parker has it now on centre wing. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. That's a great tackle, and it's been rewarded.
He's having a word with the umpire, and he may just have a point.
Windhager. He's copped some of his own medicine. Steele leading from the front.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
The two big men do battle. Davies-Uniacke, Powell, Parker just had to get it out. Sinclair leads his opponent, normally delivers. McDonald desperate to win it back. They've put themselves under pressure. Davies-Uniacke attracted a crowd. Great tackling technique there. Sherry with the tap. Davies-Uniacke. O'Sullivan kicks to centre wing. Darling, he's gone. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Powell in the right spot at the right time. O'Sullivan takes a beauty. Davies-Uniacke runs towards goal and slams it through for a 6-pointer.
They had to work hard for that first goal, but in the end, it was a pretty simple one, made possible by some smart decision-making.
The Roos were underdogs coming in, but they look anything but in the early going. Marshall showing his skills. Sinclair with a chance to send it forward. Steele, Jones, he's under close attention. Kicks to space. Owens needs to be quick. Run down, great chase.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
Simpkin works hard to present. Searching kick. Hill got a fist in. Burns. The Roos guarding the corridor. Good tackle. Why is he kicking it backwards? Foot race on the wing. Windhager. He's carried it over the line.
Good, tight tussle so far. You can see the planning both sides have put into this match.
Marshall wins the tap. Sinclair. Poor hand pass there, and we've got a throw in.
If one side can get on top in the clearances here, it'll go a long way towards deciding this match.
Marshall slaps it out. Powell, O'Sullivan, Parker, Davies-Uniacke. This will go close. Has he got the journey? Zerha has reeled it in the goal square.
Already some good signs for them with how they're trying to move the football.
2 in a row.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
The Roos are up for this. It's a great start. Sherry with the tap. Davies-Uniacke, a model of consistency. O'Sullivan. Hill marks it centre half forward. That's a well-placed kick. He would have fancied his chances from there. Keeler, he's put it through.
They're after a big game from him today, and that's a great start.
It's only early, I know, but that was a much-needed goal to establish a foothold in this match. Davies Uniacke just shoveled it out. Sheasel, Parker. Has he got enough on it? Lucky! Right spot, right time. In he goes.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
Off target, that should have been a goal.
Whatever their score ends up being today, it'll be at least 5 points short of what it should have been.
Trying to catch them out. Burns has found some space. Clever kick. They're moving the footy well here. What's he got on offer? And they're away. Zerha read that one right off the boot. This ought to end in a goal.
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
He's off. Can he hit a target? Burns pushes into space and receives the footy. Probing ball. Comben within range can make them pay.
They've hit the ground running, and a goal here will give them a handy break.
It's a deep kick. Good disciplined defence. And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
Gaz, what's caught your eye?
Oh, there's a bit of niggle in this one early. A couple of players already unhappy with some attention off the ball.
Sheasel, quick snap, and that's a goal!
These defenders might be in for a long day if their midfield doesn't start working harder.
The Roos look keen to atone for last week's loss. The big men fly. Steele gathers. Owens on a lead. Keeler drops into the hole and marks.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
Looking to pull one back. That won't do it.
There's 5 points gone begging.
They've set up well for the kick-in. McDonald can keep it moving. The kick is precise. Good handball. Archer, normally creative. Stevens, working hard and being rewarded. They're on point so far. Sherry, what's he got on offer? Doesn't often waste it. Simpkin, dangerous to leave on his own. Stevens, knew the tackle was coming. Hill, leading by example. They need a spark. Honours the lead. Lays it off. Philippou receives a clever hand pass. Steele heads in towards goal, and the kick is true. Great play.
It doesn't matter who you are, it's always good to get an early one on the board.
Goal for goal. Good close match unfolding. Marshall wins it. Steele. He'll feel that one. They're tackling with venom today. Sherry with a deft tap. Powell runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Comben. The Roos look well drilled. Sharman takes an excellent grab. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Steele appreciates that delivery.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
That never looked like missing. It was a textbook finish.
Good match so far. Sherry showing his skills. Powell, that's a give up. Can they keep the footy this time? Wilkie. Quick kick towards centre half forward. Caminiti. Great hands there. McDonald is worth his weight in goal. The Roos look sharp early. He's hit up the lead. A chance to clear now. Absorbs the pressure. That's commitment to the cause. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Sherry punches it out of the ruck. Closed him down. He lost his radar there.
According to some of these fans, all he had to do was kick it 60 metres on his non-preferred to a player on the other side of the ground in his blind spot while being tackled. Easy. Kicking at his first.
3 in a row coming up. What a patch they're having.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
The Saints have kicked the past 3 and they're looking formidable. The big men fly. Davies Uniacke. Can he get it out? Parker, Powell, Sherry running in support. Throws it on the boot. Curtis gets to the front spot and can line them up.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
That's offline. Didn't really give it a chance.
A great opportunity to make some inroads goes to waste.
He's off. The Saints showing some good signs early. Slowing it down. Clark has charged into space. Picking their way through. Burns with a chance to run. He might have thought about the corridor. Well played. Searching kick. Wood makes position. O'Connell. Bouncing ball. That's poor play. Goes long. Daniel is hard to beat one-on-one. What's he got on offer? Davies Uniacke in the clear on centre wing. Daniel almost threw it out. The defence is disorganised. Burns spoils. O'Connell, he's lost it. Zerha doing the grunt work. Time to turn on the Jets. Normally delivers. Wood all on his own. Careful ball movement. Jones working hard and presenting well. The Saints having a great patch. Clark, this is good footy. Caminiti had his name written all over it. Inside 50 with the kick. Thumped away. McDonald, and they're out of trouble. Davies Uniacke has a vice-like grip. Goes laterally. Pink with a chance to relieve the pressure. Stevens works hard to present. This is good ball movement. Davies Uniacke. What a time here. A great contest so far. And lots to look forward to. Time to check in with Gary.
There's not a lot to separate the teams, either on the scoreboard or on the stat sheet. Disposals, clearances and inside 50s are all fairly even. If the match continues like this, it'll be engrossing, but I can't help but feel that someone will break it open at some point. I'm just not sure who.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Sherry with the tap. It's a tough game. That's an uncharacteristic mistake. What can they build here? Higgins is the man on the spot and he's marked. Windhagen presents in space.
This would give them some breathing space.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
That passage of play deserved a better finish.
Daniel with the footy. McDonald marks in the back pocket. He's been industrious. Darling, that's good work rate. The Roos are out of trouble. On the non-preferred. Wanganeen Malira intercepts on centre wing. They've opened them up here. Dishes it off. Clark, they're moving the footy quickly. Darling wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. McKercher has got loose. Davies Uniacke. Wanganeen Malira went bang. Simpkin, who's got the wheels? Wardlaw. Webster with a clumsy tackle has conceded a free kick.
To put them back in front.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
The Roos are taking it right up to their more fancied opponents. Sherry with a deft tap. Davies Uniacke. Sheasel gets the kick away. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. He's had little impact so far. Hardiman needs a good decision. Kicks to centre wing. Windhager. What more can you say? Sinclair can just about finish it himself. Never looked to have the distance. His field kicking is normally first rate. They've coughed it up. What a bonus this would be.
Sometimes taking these half chances can make all the difference.
He should be able to give them the lead, but that is not a good kick. He's missed.
Well, you can't afford to dwell on it. Just got to make sure you get the next one.
Daniel heads wide with the kick in. Quality delivery by foot. Sizes up what's ahead. That's careless kicking.
To break the deadlock, will they lead by 6 or 1?
This is travelling close to the behind post. A disappointing effort, and a behind is the result.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Daniel brings it back in. Good work rate. Probing ball. Darling pushes into space and receives the footy. And they're away. It's a bad mistake. Can he impose himself on the match? This ought to end in a goal.
Neither side's been able to establish any dominance so far. This is a good game of footy.
He's given it a tug and missed.
I think he was within his rights to have a crack from there, even though he'll be disappointed with the result.
Looking for a quick transition. McDonald has found some space. What can they muster from the back half? That's well played. Conservative kick. Darling on a lead. Towards the boundary line. Stevens in the clear. He doesn't waste many. Powell on centre wing is marked. Can he find a teammate? Hill clears the area. Parker, a bit of a panicked handball. Advantage paid. He'll be sore in the morning. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. The two big men do battle. Good ruck work and good roving too. Webster tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Powell, Steele in the right spot. That's an impressive mark. What's he got on offer? Windhager can run and carry. Drives it inside the forward 50. The kick was misdirected.
This is going to have to be a terrific kick, but he's certainly capable.
Critical contest coming up. Comben judged that superbly. That's skillful. Cherry outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Tries a safe ball. Darling can keep it moving. Stevens working hard and being rewarded. The kick is precise. Daniel dangerous to leave on his own. The Saints have denied them the corridor. They've bottled it up. Marshall looking for territory. Clark, they've put themselves under pressure. Powell, Wilkie ensures that 4-8 will come to nothing. Good kick, Windhager. The Roos guarding the corridor. Philippou takes a beauty, honours the lead. Gives it everything. McDonald making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Steele, boot, ball, goal!
They've got to limit his space. He's just reminded us all how dangerous he is when he gets loose.
The The Saints have got the margin back beyond a goal. Marshall wins it down. Steele. Hill. They've worked it well. Going for territory. Punched away. Wilson snares the loose ball. He's got it.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
The Saints with a bit of breathing space now. Marshall wins it out of the centre. Steele. Wilson read it well and claims the mark.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
For a second goal today, it'll have to wait. He's missed.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Daniel with the footy. Stevens makes position. Careful with the kick. Daniel. Normally delivers. He's hit up the lead. Stevens is released by the handball. Throws it on the boot. Can't hang on under close attention. Powell. He's been busy so far. Larkey drops into the hole and marks.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
He should kick the goal, but that's gone horribly wrong. And he's hit the behind post, which was surely harder to do than kick the goal. Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. Good thinking and good execution too. They're moving the footy well here. You can see their confidence growing. O'Connell in the clear on centre wing. Hall, the Saints having a great patch, picking their way through. Alarm bells are ringing. What's he got on offer? They've had the better of the contest to this point. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
The Saints have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Goes at goal, and that is an opportunity gone begging.
It's a let-off. He should have put that one away.
Daniel brings it back in. McDonald, all on his own. Searching kick. Darling works hard to present. Doesn't often waste it. Wardlaw couldn't haul that one in. Caminiti gathers. Constanti makes good contact. McDonald, it's loose inside the 50. It's been paid, and I think we all knew it was coming.
Harsh in the eyes of some, but I think it's a fair call. He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
This time, maybe. No.
I think he was hoping to make up for an easier miss earlier, but he should have put that to the top of the square.
Looking for a quick transition. McDonald, that's good work rate. Pink with a chance to relieve the pressure. Well-weighted kick. McDonald working hard and presenting well. We've hit the long break and it's a handy margin, but by no means a match-winning one. This game's very much in the balance. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
It hasn't been a great spectacle so far. As fans of the game, we all want to see lots of goals and free-flowing play, but coaches, of course, will always take a win however they can get it. This match is there for the taking for the team that wants to play an attacking brand of football.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again. McKercher has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. They're tackling with venom today. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Steele, Clark, the Saints looking ominous. Hill has it within range. You have to be tough to play this game. He's been run down like a wildebeest.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Finds himself in space. Manages to find a teammate. His field kicking is normally first rate. The Roos are out of trouble. Well played. Can he be the fire starter? They've opened them up here. Clever kick. Daniel might be just outside his range. Davies Uniacke. They really need this. He's equal to the task.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
That first goal, so important. Important clearance here. They have a good understanding, those two. Comben, where would they be without him? Probing ball. Daniel has charged into space. I've liked his game today. Maley with a chance to run. Powell finds himself unattended. Constanti couldn't mark. That's commitment to the cause. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Marshall palms it down. Sinclair on the same page as his ruck. He's besieged. The umpire will have it. Big clearance to win here. Sheasel. Can he hit a target? Clark, good hands. Wood squeezes the kick. The Saints moving the ball well. Windhager pushes into space and receives the footy.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
This might be travelling out on the full. No, it's scraped in for a behind.
They've got to start making these opportunities count.
Back into play. Quality delivery by foot. Darling has found some space. A chance to clear now. Caminiti takes an excellent grab. The defence has fallen down. Clark demanded the footy and got it.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
This should not be a problem, and it isn't.
He managed to find some space and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
They're 3 kicks in front now, but a long way from safety. Marshall with a deft tap. Hall couldn't burst through. Clark fighting hard. Windhager. Wilkie charges onto it. Defence 101 there. Davies Uniacke can't afford to panic. You asked for it, you got it. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. McKercher with the tap. No easy exit. Comben. Sinclair needs help. Keeler. Wilson. You wouldn't expect him to have any trouble from there, and he doesn't.
He hasn't had a big impact, but he's still found a way to kick a couple.
The Saints with the past 2 goals. Marshall showing his skills. Boxall. Wood. He'd like that one again. Davies Uniacke under pressure. Parker. It's a tough game. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Good ruck work. Boxall. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Darling has a vice-like grip.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Darling has his first.
The Roos are not out of this by any stretch of the imagination.
Two goals each for the quarter. McKercher with a deft tap. Powell. That was almost handed to him. On the non-preferred. Hill on a lead. The defence is disorganised. Steadies. Drop punt. Goal!
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Saints with a steadying goal. Marshall smashes it out of there. Davies Uniacke. Zerha marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
They just need this to stem the flow.
Here's an opportunity. He's found the middle, and did they ever need that?
2 scoring shots, 2 goals. He'll be happy with that.
If they can get the next one, it'll be on. Marshall got his palm to it. Sinclair, he just keeps racking up disposals. Stevens spoils. You can't question his commitment. That's well played. Can he find a teammate? Good work rate. He's having a dirty day. He'll be dragged if he keeps doing that. Normally delivers. Caminiti, strong grab. He'll drive them inside 50 yet again. He would have fancied his chances from there. Hardiman. Davies Uniacke takes a beauty. McKercher, Darling. Good ball handling under pressure. He's got the skill. He's got the composure. He's got the result.
Great team goal. They keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
The Roos having a good patch. Marshall gets his hand to it. Boxall trying to find a path. That's a strong mark. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Leaves it behind. Sharman lays it off. Keeler, desperate defence. The umpire says he had no prior. Punch clear. Sheasel, McKercher, they've given it back. When one tackle just won't do. Ball up, the defenders will need to be on guard. Marshall punches it out of the ruck. Sheasel is calm in a crisis. What can they generate? Darling, poor hands there. Boxall, not on my watch, he says. Not a lot of flow in this game, but that's a testament to the pressure both sides are applying. Marshall has rucked tirelessly. Boxall sets sail for home, and he has delivered.
They switched off for a bit, but as if sensing some danger, they've switched back on and managed to construct a goal that might just have headed off some creeping insecurities.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Marshall with the tap. Boxall, Sinclair, gives it everything. Keeler read it well and claims the mark.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
From 25 metres, don't tell me he's missed. He has.
Well, you can't afford to dwell on it. Just got to make sure you get the next one.
Daniel to bring it back in. McDonald, they need a spark. Curtis with a chance to relieve the pressure. He's generally a good kick. Darling can keep it moving. McDonald presents in space. Archer goes long. Wilson clears the area. Windhager. Boxall. How will the umpire see this? The umpire whistles for a ball up. Marshall has got on top. Clark. Wood. Owens shows them a clean pair of heels. Windhager with a flying shot at goal. It's good.
The defenders are always under pressure with how often the ball is coming down, and this game might be getting away.
The Roos are in danger of being run over. Marshall wins the tap. Hall, Sinclair. They can smell victory. Sharman uses the body well.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
It's banana time, and he does it easily.
The Saints have set themselves up for what should be a stress-free final term. They've been far too good.
The Roos need to pull their finger out. They've been poor. Marshall has had his measure today. Hall, Sinclair. O'Sullivan, desperate to win it back. He's set upon. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Marshall with a deft tap. Sinclair, the Roos on the ball now. Attracted a crowd. The Saints won't mind this. They've smashed them in the clearances. Marshall continues to have his way. He's everywhere at the moment. That's not 15. I've liked his game today. O'Connell doing what he does best. Larkey, boot, ball, goal!
They're looking for him, and rightly so. He's the one most likely to light the fire.
The Roos haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Wood, he'll be sore in the morning. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. McKercher wins it. Maley in his natural habitat. Wilkie had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Poor footy there. Conservative kick. Trevelyan, ever reliable. The fans will be happy to see this. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
Larkey, here's real danger now.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
He's a good set shot, and he's buried that one.
They're much more potent when he's clunking marks and kicking goals.
We wondered if they were going to kick into gear, and they finally have. McKercher, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. The Roos should score here. Constanti, he's drawn a crowd. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Sherry slaps it out. Has to be clean. Davies Uniacke. Chance gone begging. 3 quarters in, and this one's still up for grabs. Huge last quarter coming up. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Roos have the job ahead of them. They're going to need to get on top in clearances and contest the ball if they're to have any chance. There's not much to suggest they can pinch this, but football throws up some strange things sometimes.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary.
Trusting each other, trusting the game plan, and back with
Come on.
every play.
Yeah, let's go, boys.
Marshall is teaching him a lesson. Davies Uniacke. Zerha drops into the hole and marks.
Got to kick this one to give them some hope.
That's offline. Didn't really give it a chance.
You just wonder how many more chances like that they're going to get.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Burns has found some space. Boxall moving the footy laterally. Not often you see a forward spoiling the ball. Zerha. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Sherry with the tap. Sheasel, poor hand pass there, and we've got a throw in.
The Roos simply have to find a way to get the ball inside 50 more often here.
Marshall, he's worth his weight in gold. Sinclair, he's been set a task. Clark, great anticipation. Parker, this for the ideal start. He's made good connection, and they have the first of the term.
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
The Saints haven't put this to bed yet. The big men fly. Maley, errant hand pass, and they've turned it over. The kick is precise. Hall. Philippou. He's gone. Looking for a quick transition. McDonald works hard to present. Careful ball movement. McKercher pushes into space and receives the footy. Good hands. McDonald. The Roos have been gallant. They've put themselves under pressure. It's on line. Will it have the carry? He's kicked a goal.
Nearly half the team is on the board now.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. Marshall, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Sinclair, Stevens. We've seen that before. In the back is the call. What's he got on offer? Clever kick. Paul has drifted forward and marked.
That was great use of the body. He's so hard to beat in those situations.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
The Saints have got it on their terms. Marshall slaps it out. Sinclair, Wood, advantage paid. Clark, Jones, it's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it.
They're starting to flex, and the gap on the scoreboard is now sizable.
The Roos have given up 3 in a row now. They're in trouble. Marshall is giving him a bath. Sinclair honours the lead. Boxall, Clark, good handball. The umpire says it's continuous play, so on they go. Sinclair, Caminiti. That one was always his.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
That's close. He liked it off the boot, but he's not a great judge.
It's amazing how in that 20 to 30 metre range, players often tend to kick differently than if they were 40 or 50 metres out.
Daniel heads wide with the kick in. McDonald all on his own. Tries a safe ball. Parker in space. Can run and carry. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Hill in the right spot. McDonald gathers. He won't be happy with that one. Sinclair makes good contact. Simpkin, the kick was centimetre perfect. Great play. Larky has got off the chain.
It'll take his best, but we've seen him do it before.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
That's a rare miss. They've been deadly accurate today.
They've set up well for the kick in. The Saints have winners everywhere. Searching kick. Quality delivery by foot. His field kicking is normally first rate. Zerha farms it out. That's a bit of a waste. He's run into trouble. The Saints can smell blood. Takes him high. Goes long. Can they get themselves a consolation prize?
If you can steer this one through, you just never know.
Set sail for goal, but the kick is astray. One behind only.
I wonder whether there's a lack of confidence in the big forwards to take a contested grab. Hence the difficult shot seemed like a better option.
Looking for a quick transition. Gee, they're playing well. Finds himself in space. Can he hit a target? Sees an opportunity and plays on. That's a terrific kick. Surely a goal coming up now.
He's 3 from 3. Can he maintain a perfect record?
This simply has to go through, and it does. They're not done yet.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Roos will take a few positives from this, even if they don't get the points. Marshall has rucked tirelessly. Clark, Sinclair, a model of consistency. Powell, with a coat hanger, has given away a free kick. Goes laterally. They've opened them up here. What's he got on offer? Hill marks on centre wing. Hall. Simpkin took him high. Doesn't often waste it. That's an uncharacteristic mistake. On the non-preferred. Caminiti takes an excellent grab. Hall, dangerous to leave on his own. Hill has charged into space. He's hit up the lead. Couldn't get an effective disposal. Constanti with a chance now. Parker, Simpkin runs onto it. Good thinking and good execution too. Zerha, desperate defence. That's commitment to the cause. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. Sherry showing his skills. Maley, drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
They haven't thrown the towel in, that's for sure. There's still plenty of fight left in them.
The Roos are not gone yet. Marshall got his palm to it. They have a good understanding, those two. Blasts away. That's an impressive mark.
If he kicks this, that's just about the game.
Needs that to come back, and it does.
Well, if it wasn't over before, it is now.
The Saints really needed that goal just to settle things down. Marshall, he is simply too good. Sinclair, Jones, what can he do with it? Philippou, kicking for his first. He's put it through.
I'm sure he'll remind his teammates of that one at training during the week.
The Saints by 30. Marshall continues to have his way. Clark, Powell, competing fiercely. In no man's land. O'Connell gets back and should repel. We've seen this before, and you just get the feeling we're going to see it some more.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Roos with a much-needed goal. They might as well not have a ruck. Clark, that might have been dropping the ball. Philippou knew the tackle was coming. Throws it on the boot. Stevens, they should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. O'Sullivan crosses the paint. Zerha wins the contest hands down.
If they're to have any hope, this simply must be a goal.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Those sorts of shots just have to be goals when you're trying to come from behind.
No time like the present. Burns has found some space. Normally delivers. Stevens got the handball away. O'Sullivan under pressure. Had to get it out. It would have been harsh to call that insufficient intent.
The Roos have had a real go today. They've just lacked finesse and polish.
Marshall has been dominant in the ruck. Sinclair, Caminiti on centre wing is marked. What's he got on offer? By hand, Owens. He's had little impact so far. Clark leading from the front. You have to be tough to play this game. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Marshall has had his measure today. Clark stripped of the footy. Sherry affects the turnover. Comben, a chance to clear now. That's well played. Stevens works hard to present. McDonald. Simpkin on a lead. Good kick. It's a poor inside 50. And they're away. Curtis making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Pink. O'Sullivan all alone in the centre square. Spearing pass. Powell. McDonald. Can they get two in a row? Wanganeen Malira wins it back. Great mark. Feeds it out. The Saints should be able to clear now. McDonald doing what he does best. Hill, Webster, clean pickup. The Roos guarding the corridor. The Saints emerge victorious and get their season back on track with a much-needed win. What did you make of that match, Harv?
The Saints were just that bit better for most of the match and always looked more likely to get the points. They made some bad errors today, though, so they'll focus on trying to be cleaner with the ball next week. Another team might have punished them more.
Thanks for your contributions throughout the day, Harv. Thanks for your company. Hope to have you with us again next...